Welcome back to JimKook News, your trusted source for in-depth news, cultural analysis, and meaningful conversations about Park Jimin, Jeon Jungkook, and the global ARMY community. Tonight, we'll delve deeper into two moments that, at first glance, seem separate, but together they tell a larger story of presence, influence, and evolution. One took place under the spotlight of luxury media cameras in Seoul. The other spanned continents through digital screens, connecting millions of people instantly. Both remind us of something important. BTS's journey is no longer limited to the stage. It now exists simultaneously in culture, commerce, media, and memory. Let's start in Seoul. On February 12th, Jungkook attended the official Global Ambassador announcement event for Swiss luxury watchmaker Hublot. The venue, located in the posh Gangnam district, embodied everything one would expect from a luxury brand launch: precision, prestige, and polished elegance. And then Jungkook arrived, dressed in an elegant burgundy suit. He strode into the photo zone with a calm yet commanding presence. His silhouette was sharp. His styling was deliberate. His energy was distinctly global. But what defined the moment wasn't just fashion. It was balance. Luxurious events often feel distant, meticulously orchestrated, emotionally restrained. But in a matter of seconds, Jungkook transformed the atmosphere. When a reporter jokingly asked, "We can't see his watch," he replied not stiffly, but with a shy smile, a chuckle, a subtle adjustment of his wrist to reveal the watch. It was a simple exchange, but a significant one, because in that moment we witnessed something rare. A global ambassador who understands that presence isn't about distance. It's about connection. As cameras continued to flash, Jungkook posed confidently beside Hublot CEO Julien Tornare. But even here, the formality softened. Jungkook taught the CEO how to make a finger heart, a gesture deeply rooted in K-pop culture and fan communication. Soon, both were smiling, their hands raised in the shape of a small heart. It was fun, unexpected, human, and that's precisely why it resonated. Luxury brands choose their brand ambassadors carefully. They look for credibility, reach, and aesthetic alignment. But what they really seek, though rarely stated, is authenticity. Jungkook brought that in abundance. Later, during a brief media interaction, he jokingly sang a few notes from Seven and quipped, "What time is it? Hublot time." He laughed at his own joke, slightly embarrassed, yet completely at ease. Again, the moment was small, but small moments often reveal the most. In a space defined by status and symbolism, Jungkook didn't project distance. He projected ease, and that ease carries global weight. Because Jungkook now represents more than just a pop star endorsing a product. He represents a generational shift in how global icons operate. They are no longer unattainable figures hovering above the audience. They are individuals who fluidly move between prestige and playfulness, between an elite image and emotional accessibility. This duality is no accident. It has been cultivated through years of growth, both personally and artistically. When asked about BTS's upcoming group activities, Jungkook reportedly glanced at his watch and counted down the remaining days with appropriate enthusiasm, promising fans that preparations were underway, professional, focused, sincere. It reminded everyone watching that even in solo accomplishments, the collective story remains intact. And that brings us to today's second major development. The long-awaited Arirang Tour in Goyang has officially confirmed online streaming for all 3 days, April 9th, 11, and 12. This announcement carries more weight than it might initially seem. Initially, many believed there would be no online option, that attendance would be limited to live audiences only. For international fans, that likely created distance. But today's confirmation changes that. This reaffirms something central to BTS's identity: accessibility. From their early days of live broadcasts in small studios to global stadium broadcasts, BTS has consistently prioritized a shared experience. They understand that ARMY isn't confined to one city, one language, or one continent. By offering members-only and general admission tickets, as well as day and single-day tickets, organizers Gara has created flexibility, ensuring that more fans can participate in person. This isn't just a logistical decision. It's a philosophical one, because concerts are no longer just performances. They're synchronized global events, moments where millions of people feel aligned across time zones. And that alignment is powerful. When a fan in Seoul, Jakarta, New York, and Sao Paulo watch the same stage at the same time, geography disappears. What remains is a shared emotion. That shared emotion is at the core of BTS's identity. Action has always been BTS's strongest asset. If we look at these two stories together, Jungkook's debut as a Hublot ambassador and the confirmed streaming of the Arirang Tour, a pattern emerges. One story speaks of expansion into the global luxury space. The other strengthens connections with audiences worldwide. Expansion and connection, prestige and accessibility, individual growth and collective identity. These are not contradictions. They are complementary forces. In modern pop culture, it's easy to frame solo achievements as segregation. But what we continue to see from BTS, and especially from Jungkook and Jimin, is something more nuanced. Their individual trajectories don't fragment the group's legacy. They reinforce it. Every ambassadorial role, every chart success, every viral moment contributes to a broader narrative. That the BTS members are evolving as global cultural figures while remaining rooted in a shared history. This dual evolution redefines longevity. Longevity isn't just about staying visible. It's about staying relevant across industries, formats, and generations. And relevance requires adaptability. Jungkook's foray into high-end horology signals artistic maturity. Their expansion into online streaming signals technological inclusivity. Together, the two reflect strategic awareness. But beyond strategy, there's sincerity. Because what continues to resonate most powerfully isn't the suits, the watches, or even the streaming logistics. It's the tone. A shy smile when teased about a watch. A laugh at a lighthearted joke. A palpable excitement when discussing the group's upcoming activities. It's a reminder that amidst the global scale, there are still individuals grounded in humility. That foundation underpins trust. Trust underpins sustainability. And sustainability shapes legacy. As we approach a new chapter in 2026, it's increasingly clear that BTS's story is no longer about proving impact. That era is over. Now, the story is about sustaining it with intention, balance, and authenticity. At JimKook News, we believe the most meaningful analysis happens between the headlines. It's not just what's happening, but why it matters. Today is significant because it shows us two truths. First, Jungkook stands confidently within the global culture of luxury without losing the warmth that connected audiences to him in the first place. Second, BTS continues to craft experiences that bring fans closer together, even when physical distance exists. That's a rare combination, and rarity, whether in art or influence, defines a legacy. As always, we'll continue to observe not only the visible milestones, but also the quieter signals beneath them. Because sometimes, history isn't announced loudly. Sometimes, history is revealed through a smile in the photo zone, or a live broadcast link that appears when least expected. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you appreciate in-depth BTS coverage that goes beyond the surface headlines, consider subscribing to JimKook News. Your support allows us to continue exploring these cultural moments with depth and thoughtfulness. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and we'll see you again in the next update.